Just very excited about Batla House as a team because it's a story we wanted to tell, and it's a story which we wanted to for people to debate when they walk out.
So we had to show both sides of the story.
So I think a good film must raise questions, and that's what Batla House does.
I feel amazing and being part of such an iconic song. Of course, after Dilbar, it's this.
Actors are doing dance numbers now, and it's easy to get bored. So you have to up the level to get the audience engaged and to intrigue them.
There are different kinds of terrorism, so you cannot end terrorism.
Alright, so John, tell us how crucial is Batla House for you? It looks very interesting. The mounting is wonderful.
Every film is crucial. We're just very excited about Batla House as a team because it's a story we wanted to tell, and it's a story which we wanted for people to debate when they walk out. And I think it's going to do exactly that.
So we had to show both sides of the story. And was there enough? No, we said no. We have to also show the side of the story which was finally accepted by the court. And that's when we can say, okay, this is now we've covered everything. But now I still feel, Faridoon, people will still say, no, you didn't get it right.
I think Shahryar was one of the guys who was killed, and his sister, she kept on fighting for it for some time.
See, I'm looking at the macro view, and I think a good film should bring up debate. If you effect debate, it's fantastic. If you don't effect debate, then you're in trouble. So I think a good film must raise questions, and that's what Batla House does.
The way people are responding to the song, and the expectations are all the more high because I think this time around Dilbar had become a rage.
I think the same time we sat, me and you and Tanishq and Dhoni also, and we did this interview. So it's so cool, right? I mean, Tulsi, like, I'm sure you want to speak first and tell everybody how it feels.
I feel amazing, and I think the whole team that's come together this time, whether it's Tanishq, Prag, myself, Neha, and of course Nora, who's set the screen on fire. So we're getting tremendous response, a lot of love. Already 50 million within a week and counting.
We're gonna hit 60 right now.
Okay, sorry, 60
right now. Yeah,
sorry, I'm losing count. So yeah, I feel amazing and being part of such an iconic song. Of course, after Dilbar, it's this, and the pressures were high, but I think we've all met everybody's expectations, hopefully.
People are loving it. The dance videos are flooding social media of everybody attempting the hook step, which is so cool. And literally, I feel like I want to bet, because when we were putting the hook step together, everyone's like, no, it's too difficult. Nobody will catch on. Do something simple. And I'm like, no, we have to do something difficult. We have to up it another level so that people are intrigued by watching it, because there's so many dance videos that are coming in, so many dancers coming into the industry. Actors are doing dance numbers now, and it's easy to get bored. So you have to up the level to get the audience engaged and to intrigue them. So this hook step has intrigued everybody, and everybody's attempting it. Some people are not doing well at all at it. Some people are hurting themselves, but some people are actually looking so cool doing it. Yeah. So this song, not only is it meant to bring attention towards Batla House, which is releasing August 15, but it's also meant to engage the audience and get people involved with the film promotions.
And I think both are equally harmful, either the appeasement part or the fueling part.
Yes, so to answer your question, not one side that's playing politics, it's both sides that's playing politics.
It is exactly.
Right? I mean,
and both are harmful.
Yeah, so today everything is agenda driven. Everything today. I'm not talking about 11 years ago when the Batla House encounter happened. I'm talking about today, and that's why I feel that the film is so relevant even today, because it talks about the fact that, listen, do we know all the facts before we start outraging? You know, before we start making a judgment and passing judgment, do we know all the facts? Is everything being presented to us? It's not. Opinions are being presented to us, and opinions are suddenly being, and the more it gets passed down, suddenly that opinion, nobody's saying that it was this person's opinion. Everybody's saying, I know this is a fact. You know, so that's a big, it's a very dangerous slope. It's a very slippery slope.
And tell us about your character in the film.
I'm playing Nandita in the film, Sanjay ji's wife, at the same time a journalist who has to cover the incidents, keeping back in my mind that yes, I do have personal problems with my husband, but at the same time I have to report the story. You know, a lot of journalists go through, I keep repeating this because it's the journey of a journalist. They find a story, they work on it, they make a draft, they present it to the team to approve it so that they can present in front of the audience. But you know, in the midst of that, how this story gets sensationalized. There's a lot of competition. Of course, there are rival channels for the heck of TRP. You know, you have to be in the game. So somehow, you know, it kind of, this character, Nandita, she kind of stands for herself. She's not the person who's going to be like, okay, I'm doing it for the, you know, if it is a no, it's a no. How she, in a way, you know, everybody needs a support or a push. How she helps Sanjay ji to cope up with all the pressures that he's going through. Suddenly, you know, suddenly an officer who's got many gallantry medals. At the same time, he's been proved to be a murderer. You know, that's the point where I feel, when Nandita feels that yes, this is the time where he needs me, and she stays back. And that's the journey of, that's a beautiful story. I mean, I was very happy to play the character.
Let's take out the fact that it's a true incident. Let's keep it aside. If he had to present a fictitious story which had the same story, it would make for a very intriguing thriller. So this film works whether you're interested or whether you're not interested in the Batla House incident. This film works. So for a normal audience, your audience, a Bollywood Hungama audience that wants to go in and see something that's really exciting, intriguing, engaging,
Edge of the seat.
They'll enjoy this.
One quality that the following people have that others don't have. John Abraham.
Honesty.
You mean to say other people are not honest?
No. Yeah. Answered your question.
Akshay Kumar.
Humor.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Passion.
Salman Khan.
I can't say it in one word.
Mrunal. Thakur. What is the first thing you notice about John Abraham when you met him for the first time?
Was the first thing his muscles, of course.
His muscles. All right.
I'll be silly if I don't say that.
Yeah. Your favorite song from the movie Batla House?
Rola Deya. Because it just pierces here somehow.
G. 3 ways, according to you, we can end terrorism completely.
You cannot. There are different kinds of terrorism, so you cannot end terrorism.